So you're wondering how Grant Cardone is making billions of dollars in real estate. Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how he does it. I'm a massive fan of this guy. I've been emulating my real estate investing around him, and I've learned so much just watching his videos. Now, Grant focuses on 4 different things when it comes to his real estate. The first thing he focuses on is the cash flow. The second thing Grant focuses on is the appreciation, which is the increase in value of the property. The third thing Grant focuses on is the rent income that's paying down the mortgage. And the fourth thing is the tax benefits. I'm not going to touch much on the tax benefits. We can talk about that later, but I want to talk about the 4 things that he does focus on and why you need to know them as a real estate investor and how they made him billions of dollars in real estate. He is growing at a rapid rate, and the crazy thing is he hasn't even been doing this that long. So let's talk about it. The cash flow. When you buy a property, you want to buy a property with as many doors as possible. When I say that, I mean the more units, the better, because it's going to produce you more rental income. Now, I understand we all have to start somewhere. We're all in a different phase of our real estate investing career, but you can get a duplex, a triplex, something with multiple units, and then later down the road in your career, you can jump into things of what he's doing, of apartment buildings, and hopefully you can even make it as far to get hundreds of units. So cash flow is the most important thing when you're buying a property for many reasons. If you only have one door, you only have one rental income, which is a bigger liability, more stress, and it's harder to maintain that property. Now, with multiple units, you do have more cash flow coming in, which is great. Maybe a tenant stops paying rent, the other unit's still paying you, but hopefully you vet your tenants and hopefully you get good tenants so that they all pay rent and your cash flow is taking care of that property. Now, you can also use the cash flow to buy other things, which is something Grant stresses the most. He doesn't buy his toys off of his earned income. He buys it off of his cash flow. And this is something that he preaches all the time. Now, let's talk about number 2, the appreciation, which is the increase in value of the property. Over time, the property is going to go up in value, which is why he also says, rich people sell, wealthy people collect. So the more you're collecting, the more you're holding as a real estate investor, the more value is going to be going up over time, and that's going to build your net worth and make you more money over time. That's how you retire early, and you don't have to live that stressful life. Now, let's talk about number 3. All of these things are so beautiful when it comes to real estate investing. Number 3, the rental income, which is the mortgage pay down. If you get a property that's cash flowing with multiple units and all of the expenses are being paid by the tenants, which is the utilities, the mortgage, the property tax, maintenance, stuff like that. If no money is coming out of your pocket for the mortgage, the tenants are paying this down. You are now getting the increase in value at the same time while the mortgage is getting paid down. So the gap that you have in that property of funds is going to increase and just grow and grow and grow, which we are going to talk about this a little bit later. And it's super, super important as to how he's made billions of dollars in real estate. And I'll tell you why at the end of this video. Now, number 4 is the tax benefits. Now, depending on where you are, you have different tax benefits. That's why I'm not going to touch on this too much, because I don't know what city you guys are watching in, but if you want to comment below and let me know, we can talk a little bit about that. I'm in Canada, so we do have a little bit of different tax benefits. So if you're an investor here in Canada, you want to talk real estate investing, maybe you're looking to buy a property as well. I am a real estate agent focusing on investors. I work with a lot of investors buying and selling real estate. So just give me a call, shoot me an email, or send me a text. Now, let's talk about one more step that Grant does. That gap that I was talking about, where the value is going up, the mortgage is being paid down. This is what Grant does to get more and more properties. Now, of course, he does have investors that jump in on massive deals with him. But when you are doing this, right, like I said, rich people sell, wealthy people collect. If you have a property that, let's say, is worth $1 million and the mortgage on it is now only $400,000, because it's gone up in value and because the tenants have paid down the mortgage, you are now in a situation where you can do a refinance by bringing in an appraiser. The bank is going to go take a look at that property, see what it is worth, and then you can pull money back out to buy and do it again. Or what Grant talks about, which he does a lot, is he borrows money off of that asset to get another property. And he keeps going and going and going and going. This is insane. This is one of the biggest things that a real estate investor can do. I've done this myself. When I bought my first real estate investment, I was about 23 years old. I'm 32 right now. And I bought this property, 2 units in it. I lived upstairs, house hacking, and I rented the downstairs. Now, I bought this property for $427,000. It's now worth $1.3 million, and I've never paid the mortgage. I've always had the tenant in the other unit pay the mortgage. Now, I'm in a situation where I have so much equity just inside that one house that I rent out both of the units, and I got an insane amount of cash flow coming from there. It's awesome. And I do it again and again and again, which is a beautiful thing. So if this video helped you guys, do me a favor, give it a like so we can share it to more people. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe for all things real estate investing, and I'll see you guys next time.